jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
Oh, sorry. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis, presented by bodyslam.net. I am your now reigning, defending, undisputed, four-time jaBROni world champion. It's back. Topher McCann, joined with Mr. Mike Butler. Good day, sir. How are you doing?
First, it's one thing to make me relinquish, because that's what this was. This was a relinquish, not a defeat. It's one thing to make me relinquish the jaBROni world title on my daughter's second birthday. It's another thing to gloat on a day like this with, the sad news that's coming out today and everything. So I just want to say, you're a disrespectful piece of shit.
Thank you. You're too kind.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Speaking of, yes, we had our weekend. This is why we were rarely on Monday.
Yeah.
But we had
this is Monday. I keep thinking it's Sunday.
It's a birthday bonanza.
Bonsai?
Yeah, we did that. All we had birthday parties and family stuff. So we rode that out, and then it just so happens, I had to hand the title over but we forgot to mention that I got your daughter one of the greatest birthday gifts ever. We gifted her with a hot Bobby WWE action figure.
She yes, it is in my bar currently, safekeeping, right next to my Asuka action figure. So in a few years, in 10 years, 20 years, that'll be my daughter's college tuition.
I love how she got to the box. That was fantastic. That's what
she got to the box.
Get Bobby out of there. You can't keep him constricted in there. He's too hot. Hot damn.
Yes.
But yeah, I actually need to grab her. She needs another one for last year, and then like I said, every year she's getting a
different version of Hot Bobby.
Oh my God, do you think he has that many?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You got the 2006 version. Maybe TNA had one of them.
No, I think we should switch it up.
Bellator one that he's got.
I mean, by next year we got to have Happy has to be out there and Madcap. So
yeah, no, I would count on it. I would count
obvious go-tos.
Yes.
But it sucks to kind of start off. I mean, but the big story today, unfortunately, is the Scott Hall, which is
this is a bummer. I mean, anybody in this situation, it would be a bummer. Just seeing him overcome all the demons and obstacles that he had, and just out of nowhere something like this is happening. It's real sad. I chatted with my brothers about it, and I think my brothers got me into the wrestling overall when I was a kid. They watched it, and then I watched it, and then I took it to a whole new level.
Same.
So when I told them, they stopped watching, but they remember who he is, and they were bummed about it. Everyone's bummed about it. It's so sad, and miracles happen, and I know a lot of people are out there sending their RIPs and their condolences and everything, but it's not over yet. Miracles happen.
Kicking out at 2.
That's what it is. You kick out at 2 3/4. As far according to Schmeltzer, he was taken off life support a couple hours ago, but still breathing. So You know, I think a lot of this is just kind of like a waiting game and see what happens. But you know, we just wish the best for him and his family.
Definitely. It was funny actually. We'll randomly always do the like I do it through text or say when you see somebody, we do like the hey-o. It's like from Always Sunny. They always did it a lot.
Yeah.
So I got that text to me today, but it was just funny because instead of like reading it like that, I read it like Scott Hall. I saw it as like, hey yo, like instead it was just like but yeah, man. Toothpick in. One of the greats. Definitely one of the greats.
100%. He's innovative. I said it on Facebook today. You know, without him and Nash, guaranteed contracts never would have happened. You know, wrestlers wouldn't be getting paid, and you know, without them, who knows how big this Monday Night War would have been. You know, I mean, that was kind of like the opening shot when he showed up on Nitro. Without NWO, I don't think there's a DX. You know, right, and not that's just what Scott Hall did, not to mention what Razor Ramon did. You know, in 94, 95, one of the best Intercontinental champions that they ever had. Matches with Shawn, the ladder match at WrestleMania 10 was still to this day, arguably the best ladder match that's ever happened. So innovative for its time.
Just like in the story, the one I was reading the one tweet today about the one Nitro when he was wrestling Jericho, and Scott was supposed to go over, and in the middle, right towards the end of it, he's like, "Roll me up, kid," and he rolled up Jericho and got a big win, and it was just like that, like cool shit. Like he was always looking out for the business, and
then probably the very first iconic Monday Night Raw moment where 1-2-3 Kid beat Razor Ramon, just like and like kind of like what you said, you know, just looking out for the business, and obviously they were friends, but yeah, just very sad, and hopefully, you know, the big guys got one miracle in them, you know.
Yes, but definitely thoughts and prayers. Ah, man. It's always
I feel so bad because I'm looking like at my Twitter right now, refreshing it constantly to see like any update. And
you don't. So I say it's like I always have like every morning when I just go on Twitter and just like hit home screen, like refresh. I'm just like, I'm always like have that mentality of just like, what's the firestorm? What's happening? Is everyone good? No. Oh no. And then it's
like that.
All right, but let's turn around. What else we got going on here? We have, I mean, we're doing this late, but tonight's Raw in Jacksonville. And oh God, am I sick of hearing about the Cody stuff?
Like just let it happen. Just like happen already.
Where are you at with all this right now?
So all right, so first off, let's preview it. RK Bros throwing a championship celebration tonight. Owens responds to Steve Austin, which, you know, we didn't get a chance to talk about, but Austin has accepted the KO show invite. Made me wet myself a little bit. It's just going to be exciting to see Steve Austin, and we all know that it's going to happen. There's going to be physical confrontation there. Austin said it already.
But it's stupid, I think. Like, isn't a KO show just like it's supposed to be an interview segment that then becomes a fight? I think it's stupid that is literally like, what are they going to sit down and have a court? Like, no, there's already bad. Like, so to me, it's just like. I
disagree with how it was set up, especially with Austin saying that he's
promo match, whatever you want to call it. It's just like, no, like you didn't want to do a match. It's like known now. Like,
it's okay, you didn't want to do a match. Like, we get it. You haven't wrestled in 19 years. We get it.
I think there would have been another way about it besides having a KO show.
I think
interview show.
I think it would have just been better if they announced KO was having the KO show at Mania, and then like at Mania it was a surprise that Steve Austin came out, and then they started to like verbally attack each other, which turned into a physical confrontation. Maybe if this is like an Undertaker DDP thing at King of the Ring, like I'll be all right with that. Like that was like what, maybe 5 minutes of Taker just kicking the shit out of DDP. All right with it.
Is this happening on night 1 or 2?
I think it's night 1. I'm not 100% sure though.
So I'm telling you, if it's the scenario where they somehow set a match up for night 2, where if Owens does some heel shit, some and kind of takes Austin out, and then it's like, yo, I'm gonna kick your ass tomorrow night, like, and then it gets announced during night 1, Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens night 2, and it brings eyes to night 2.
I don't see it happening because they don't need to bring any more eyes to night 2. I just think it's WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the draw.
It's that I don't know. It's just that trend thing where if something big went down, like where Kevin Owens did something like crazy to Stone Cold, like what night 1, it would be all over the place, and then it would be, I don't know, you know what I mean, just like that. And I get what you're saying. It's WrestleMania. It doesn't really need it, but it's just more to take advantage, I guess, of doing 2 nights. I don't know, like setting up a storyline for night 2. I think they tried it before with the women's tag titles last year. But yeah, let's be honest, I saw Rhea Ripley comment that fans look down on the women's tag titles. And she's like, I get it. She's like, I get it. The way it's on the card, quick matches, all that. And it's like, yeah, but like we literally forget on the regular, like who are the champions? Like we still know it's Carmella and Zelina because it's been for a while. But it's, yeah, I mean, no one's excited about the women's tag division because there is no women's tag division. So, I mean,
but to get back to what you were saying about tonight, and it's in Jacksonville, and
this is true.
Like if they're gonna do something, and if he's gonna do it, and you have Seth without the opponent, and the words out, it's supposed to be Seth and Cody if Cody signs. Unless you are sending Seth out there and issuing an open challenge at WrestleMania, like this is the night to do it.
That's what like most of me is thinking tonight is going to be. Tonight is going to be.
I feel it in the air. There's something about this tonight that just feels like I think it's happening tonight.
You think he's going to show up tonight?
I think he's going to show up tonight.
I kind of have been thinking that. But I just been thinking that regardless, that if he doesn't, they're doing the open challenge thing.
See, I disagree personally. I think if he doesn't show up tonight, I don't think he shows up. I don't think he's signing.
No, meaning they'll just do an open challenge to set up something.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, internally, I guess they are on the house shows. They're doing Priest and Baylor and Rollins on the live events. I've heard, or
the U.S. title,
some variation of that. So I don't want to see that.
Nah, dude. I mean, and again, him, Finn, Miz, Mania 34. No, not 30. It was 30. Which one was that? Was it 34? The IC title.
Rollins, Baylor, and Miz?
Yeah, that opened the show.
It was 34.
We've been there with the U.S. title. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that's because he has nothing to do. It's just like put him in the title. Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like it either because Seth would kill both of them right now. I'm a big Finn guy.
Because that's what you do then, right? That's what they would do. I feel like they would go on Rollins.
Yeah, I would guess. I would assume so. But you never know. That's why I think it's imperative that Cody starts tonight.
It just I don't know. Again, everything aside, I just feel like that's the if he comes back, like, I don't even know why. I don't know why it's the match either. But it
Why
is.
it's not why it would be Cody versus Seth?
Yeah, like, I don't know why it would be, but
You
it
can-
is.
You can build it up however you want.
Yeah, exactly, but it's just like it can't be Roman. It can't, like, when you go, it can't be Roman, it can't be Brock right now because you know what's going to happen. But it's like with Seth, I can see them do, like, again, there's history. I don't know if the history is going to get brought back into it. Like,
You talk about the Shield and
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if he
I wish they would. I don't think they would though.
yeah, like, he comes back, like,
Cody's a whole different person from
yeah, it's not.
that time.
It's not. I don't know. He's Cody. Like, I don't know what they would. He's Cody, but he's not that Cody. He's not Stardust. He's not handsome ass Cody, but
Cool Cody.
but yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, still, that's going on. We'll see what happens. That's why it's
Yeah.
Wait, you watch it.
Everyone will be watching with bated breath or eyes or whatever the fuck that saying is.
Always something. And then, I mean, we have to talk about it. I mentioned it before we started. You were like, "Wow, really?" But Jeff Hardy, AEW bound.
Yeah.
Brother getting beaten up.
I mean, that's what I do when my brothers are getting the shit kicked out of them. I was like, yeah.
I love it. It's okay. I watched it like 15 times and laughed like over and over and over.
I mean, what are you gonna do? The guy's excited,
Oh, it's so. But yes, Brother Nero.
Still a draw, man. Still a draw. Still pop for that.
It'll be fun. I saw on Being the Elite today. They actually did a funny. It was like the Bucks talking to Matt and Jeff saying, "We grew up. We love you guys. We admire you. We look up to you. Like, we mimic. We almost, our looks are very similar." But they were talking to Matt and Jeff from 2.0. And then Matt and Jeff were behind them, and that was just like, this is why, like, Being the Elite sucks a lot recently, but things like that, I'm like, that reminds me of the old Being the Elite. But yeah, they said they're trying to finish up their career. They want to be tag champs in AEW, something they haven't accomplished, and they know that the Bucks are also going for that. So kind of, they set up a little bit of a pow,
yeah,
pow for the future.
It's good for them, I really have, like, it was like, so, like, it's not me shitting on AEW or nothing. I know it's gonna sound like it, but everyone knew it was happening. And again, Hardy Boys are a draw. Jeff Hardy in particular is a draw. It's a good move. This is a good move. But this is just gonna bring back they sign all WWE guys and stuff. It's just, all right, whatever.
I ain't stopping anytime soon.
Right. There's going to be more popping up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
More and more and more.
We're going to have surprises always. We get weekly surprises by Tony.
Yes.
We get always give surprises.
Oh, it's funny. I think last week was the one time he didn't advertise a surprise, and there was an actual surprise.
He can't help himself. He really can't.
I know. It's okay.
But I want to get into 2K22 because
finally, oh my god, this has been life-changing.
My son has the PS5. I now have the PS4, so I made the purchase online. I've had it since like Tuesday, and I was downloading AEW wrestlers like crazy. Oh, excuse me, like crazy. We got the renders, and I was all set. I think I had FTR left and one other person to put their render on, and all of a sudden,
no, you're a motherfucker. All right, so here's the deal: you just buy the game, and you're like one of these motherfuckers who download all the AEW sons of bitches. Like, you can't be patient enough for that game to come out.
Worlds that collide.
Ah,
I want a nice, interesting draft.
don't get me wrong. I'm
But
currently putting renders on Jericho and Danielson as I speak, but I have only Jericho and Danielson on my list. I've downloaded Farmer Brock. I've downloaded multiple Undertakers. I've downloaded multiple Randy Ortons. I've downloaded Oldberg.
For me, everything needs to be somewhat relevant. If it's not, it bothers me. Like, I can't stand like the Fiend download and then it comes out and it's like Alexa Bliss's Titantron. That bothers me. And I'm like, technology doesn't allow you now to be able to, they can do all of this shit, but you're not allowed to like import music now at this point.
You used to be able to.
That's just so stupid. Like when Jericho comes out, I need to hear Judas. When Punk comes out, I need to hear Cult of Personality. And if it's just like coming out the Curtis Axel's fucking song, I don't give a shit. Like,
yeah, no,
it out of the experience for me. And then again, the game already being released and it's like out of date. And like, I don't know, when you're doing universe mode and certain people, like I love Fandango and he got released. I love him still being in there, but there's certain people who are like, I'm going and I'm putting the inactive because it's like, I don't want to see you there because you're not there. And honestly, you aren't even interesting in the first place. Like, or I got to go in and change your name to Butch now. It's like, come on. Like, I can't, what are we doing here? Does the announcer say Butch? Is it one of the pre-said things that is being said? Because if not, oh my God, that was supposed to be added to the title as well, right? Scott Hall, send Butch, but
yeah. We'll get into send Butch later. Because I do want to talk about all that. But you know, it hasn't bothered me as much. That a whole bunch of people are not in the company anymore, but they are in the game. I find myself not using them, even though they're on the show, which when I do universe mode causes a little bit of a creative block in my head because, like, you know, right now I got Roman Reigns and he just got out of a feud with somebody. Can't remember who at the moment. But then he just randomly jumps into a feud with Drew McIntyre. Okay. I'm like, man, I don't know if I want this feud to be wasted on a WrestleMania Backlash or something. So, you know, I have Braun Strowman active, but like I tend not to use Braun Strowman.
Yeah, because he's not in. But at the same time, like I guess I'm weird because I guess if he was signed by AEW, like maybe. But it's like I have Keith Lee's in there. Like I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird about it, but I don't know what mode to play either yet. Like I'm very torn about all of it.
Well, I want to give shout outs to My Rise right now because that is better than I ever could have expected it to be. I like the multiple storylines that you can enter into. I think there's like a whole bunch of side storylines and then there's a main storyline. And I think I figured this out. I think if you want to continue on the path of the main storyline, you always want to talk to the GM of whatever show that you're on. So when you go to the locations, you have the hotel lobby, the general manager's office, and then the pool hall. I think if you want to continue to the main storyline, you go talk to the general manager. If you want those side stories where you get the upgrade points and all that stuff, you can go to the lobby, you can go to the pool hall and do those side storylines, and that's where you really can like decide if you're a face or a heel. I just turned heel.
You're ahead of me. I don't know. All I'm at right now is training, and I'm dealing with. I think I had a tag match with Road Dogg and X-Pac came through, and then I had a tag match with
DXs.
I tagged with old Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
And I think that's where we won, and that's where we left off. And I'm feuding with, I guess, these dumbasses in the PC, except Hector's cool.
I like Chase. I love Ribby.
Chase is okay, but Chase like originally came off. It's the one dude who's a dick.
Yeah, Paragon.
I picked him. I was like, I'm gonna wrestle you. You're a dick. I've been choosing face responses for the most. I gave Chase a little bit of I think I said, "What are you, a referee?" You know, a little fuck you to him.
Nice.
But that's what I'm in the middle of. But my game was crashing so much. For a lot of it, I was dealing with trying to figure out the crashing nonsense and making my guy with. I got the jaBROnis t-shirt on. We made a jaBROni World Championship. That's not made public yet, but soon enough, I think we're going to be getting. Now you have we can like wrestle each other online, right?
I at one of these 30 parties that I threw for my kid this weekend, I discussed with my friend who has the new game Elden Ring, and he says he plays online with his buddy, and I was like, if I got the game, would I be able to play with the guy who has PS4? And he said yes. So I'm assuming that we could like play each other online if you have the PS4 and I have a PS5, and yeah, I think we could.
Yeah, the graphics just show up how they do for yours, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right. That's what my son told me. My son is also 10, and I was in the PlayStation game for a long time, but I got out in the 4 era, and now I'm back and have the 4. Like, of course, like a dad wearing New Balances, and the kid has the kid has the nice one. So what are we doing?
But who bought the nice one? That's the thing.
That's true. Who pays for the internet for that one? And now I remember I texted you the other night. I was so excited. I was trying to figure out, like, I hit up my brother-in-law and I'm like, all right, he has an account. I have an account under my email. My name, I have internet for, and he plays it. But every time now I bought the game under this email, and anytime he signs on to his PS5, I get booted when I'm playing. I was like, I need to figure this out. So I created a new email, which is for the show tech. I think I made it like Body Slam jaBROnis, and made an email, and then made a name, signed under his name, and like, the game was already downloaded on my system. So when I signed in under a new name, it was there. And then I had to basically everything that I did in the beginning of the week didn't count anymore. I just had to restart it. I started downloading new characters. The My Rise is now. So now when I'm playing, I'm actually playing instead of like doing work. It seems like I was doing work for like hours of just downloading. And PS4 is way slower than PS5, I feel, because the loading is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's
and
like
sometimes it would load, and then I would just have to. Nothing would happen for 5 minutes, so I would just turn it off, put it back on, and then go into it, and everything would be fine again. So,
yeah.
Sad. But yeah, now next setup, because Cass has hit us up and he was saying if we wanted to do some 2K22 stuff on the Twitch. I was like, oh, absolutely. I was like, it would be very hilarious probably listening to me play 2K22 because I feel like I do commentate during it, and it's a fun time. I couldn't even imagine how much fun I would be having with somebody else. And now I was like, wow, I guess that's what Twitch is. So I get it now, I think.
That's a Twitch.
So we're going to be setting it up soon. I think I have all the login information. So now it's just getting all of us linked and playing.
We need to figure out the annoying parts of it. You know, we need to figure out how to bring someone on the same Twitch, or at least I have no idea how I would do that.
Like if he gives me the Body Slam login, can I invite if you have a Twitch login and then bring you up on the screen too? People that's probably
that's the stuff.
We got this stuff. So hopefully this week we'll be figuring this out, and we'll try to start doing some 2K streams on the Body Slam Twitch. And also we're getting arm twisted for another side project, the jaBROni, which need to get back into. And then also we had the Corey and Carmella thing we wanted to do, which there's a lot of stuff. I have not watched anything of Corey and Carmella.
Stopped after the first week, man. It's not good.
It's not.
Not good.
What we're gonna do, we're gonna just have to do once the whole first season is completely. We'll have to binge it all, and we'll sit down. And
We'll binge it all. It'll take about an hour probably.
we'll hop on here and we'll talk about it. And we'll have some fun with it. But until then, yeah, I have no more updates on the Corey and Carmella train, unfortunately.
Sad day. Sad day.
I mean, I kind of want to talk. Like, we didn't talk about it, but you mentioned it in the beginning. But what were the matches we differed on for this title change? I'm sorry, it needs to get brought up now because
why? It's shenanigans. It don't matter. There's shenanigans all over the place. That's
why we didn't bring it up. That's why technically we never
brought
it up.
Why would we bring it up? There's not a title reign that you've had that has not resulted in shenanigans at least one time.
Hayter used an illegal object. We all saw that. That happened. But
shenanigans.
Everything could have been rectified with almost a 50-50 match. Which we did talk about this prior, saying like this match could probably go either way. Anyone could win, how they're going to end up doing this. But then Regal kind of was in that scenario, anyone could have won, and Regal was still coming out. We didn't know this, and this is awesome. So that's kind of why I only wanted to bring it up, because William Regal.
Yeah, no, William Regal's cool. It's great. It's that. Look, all right. If you want to talk about Regal, we'll talk about Regal. Dynamite.
We don't need to. I just wanted to mention it.
I would like to give the props. I would like to give the props. Don't bring it down. I would like to give the props to William Regal. We didn't hear a lot from him over the last couple of years because he's the GM of NXT. If we heard from him, it was as the general manager of NXT. So hear him speak from the heart was a breath of fresh air, I thought. And I got serious Evolution vibes. Like that first promo Triple H cut with Orton, Batista, and Flair in the ring. I got serious Evolution vibes. That just going down what Bryan Danielson has done and what kind of person Moxley is and how they can succeed with him. I want them to add somebody else. I want the full Evolution in there. We need the powerhouse. We need somebody. We need the Batista. Okay.
Evolution.
But yeah, I got those vibes. It was real good. It was awesome. As far as that match goes, look, I'm all right losing the title if Moxley, Moxley won, right? Yeah.
Moxley won.
I'm okay with losing the title if he just hit the paradigm shift and 1, 2, 3 shoulders on the mat. That's it. This had to have been of course, because whatever pin combination that they did, both men shoulders were down. Okay, so it should be a draw. And even though, a draw wouldn't have helped me because I was losing already. But it was just shenanigans, Why? Of course, the match that would decide it ends like that. No clear winner, nothing like that.
And I had to go back on Hayter, dude. Statlander made fun of her for being an orphan. That was my logic for picking that match. Hey, she had a grab. I didn't tell her to grab an illegal object and use it to win, but I thought my logic of picking the match was right.
And that's where you have the advantage. And this is my fault because I don't know any of that. I don't pay attention to what happens on Dark or Rampage or whatever, because those are B and C shows, and I don't care what anyone says. Rampage is.
I needed extensive research to get my baby back and go to jaBROni Mania for 2 nights live in front of the whole Body Slam audience.
There's a
on
plug.
all the platforms
Plug.
while having some fun guests on and watching WrestleMania together. I couldn't do that not being the reigning,
Such a plug.
defending, undisputed jaBROni World Champion. It just wouldn't feel right.
What a plug.
I know.
Solid.
Was that pretty good, actually?
It was
Yeah,
good.
so-
No, that was a good plug.
yeah,
It was a good plug.
definitely. I'm
Oh,
looking
man.
now into that and looking for just kind of getting the people now and trying to get a few more guests for it. So that's happening both nights of WrestleMania. God, there's like so many more things I want to get into, I feel, and it's just because we went so deep into the week now, everything last week kind of feels null. And
Yeah. I mean, I have things.
like my jaBROni of the week
Oh,
now.
okay, here we go. Hold on. Before we can't overlook this. Big E. The Big E.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Big E. Big E broke his neck. Sucks.
Yeah.
The online
how do we holy shit. How do we not
this is why this is why I'm on the show.
fuck?
Because I have my shit here.
Because I was reading the this morning, I don't know who posted it, like maybe something on Twitter about them saying that he might not be able to ever wrestle again.
So there was I mean all I read about that was that there was this doctor who, he was looking at what kind of injury it was. And I don't think this is Big E's doctor. This is like another doctor who doctors and broken necks. And, he's saying in his experience that, if you fracture your C1 or C6, one of those vertebrae, it doesn't completely heal. And, he'd be running a pretty big risk if he got back in the ring. He'd be risking a lot of... He would have to change his whole game up, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Steve
Always
Austin
that dive that he always did.
the diving spear, like that's
Always.
probably out the door. That's probably done.
But still, is this the same thing as like what Edge got told?
I mean, no, I don't think so, because Edge had surgery and Austin had surgery. I don't think Big E, as of right now, doesn't need surgery.
Yeah, but it was like if you if you take a bump, you could die. Like
I don't think it's die.
Didn't Edge get told that though? Like originally,
I don't. I think that he was like, "Yo, if you're not careful, you could end up paralyzed."
Like the same thing. Like, but I feel like inevitably they ended up like. But with this, like, he's so young, and I don't know, man. That's just. It just seems like he had this. He was the champion, and they just took the title off of him, and now it's just like right before Mania. Like,
never would have happened if they didn't take the title off him. Hate to be that guy, but never would have happened. And this is like, I'm not shitting on Ridge Holland either, and like I don't think a lot of people should, it's unfortunate because I've seen that on Twitter.
I've seen that a lot.
Like, a lot of people blaming Ridge, and look, like the guy's not green. Like he's not, like, he knows what he's doing. Accidents happen. That's what that is.
Did you like?
If anybody, like, if anyone if anyone feels bad about this, like, it's him. Like he probably feels the worst about it.
Throw it back to our boy Madcap with Drew. I mean, is Drew green?
Not at all.
Nah, it's something. Mistakes happen. I mean, it's not happen,
like
with Nia Jax after a couple times. I don't know, maybe it's not.
Nia Jax is a different story.
But
Nia Jax is a different story.
Mistakes happen, yeah. And I mean, again, he's gonna get it's Twitter, so it's like he's obviously gonna get dragged, and I'm sure Ridge Holland's probably a racist on Twitter and all this other stuff, probably because he heard it. It's unfortunate that. I mean, and again, like I guess they were setting up that was the Mania match was going to be Ridge, Sheamus, and Butch versus the New Day, like a reunion of some sorts, honestly, because apparently Xavier Woods came back over the weekend on house shows because he's been out, which I forgot about originally.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that happens still.
That would have been. I guess that would have been a good match. I don't have an issue with any of them. I was excited to see Pete Dunne. I was so excited to see Pete Dunne. In fact, and I tweeted this out, and when I tweeted it out, it was literally my reaction. As I was watching it, if you'll bear with me here. I said, and I quote, "Did Pete Dunne just show up on SmackDown? Did they change his name to Butch? Am I wrong and just looked too quickly to the point it looked like Dunne for a quick second? Am I dragging this on too long?" It's literally my thought process. Like I think I was on Twitter on my phone. I looked up, saw somebody who looked like Pete Dunne, looked back down, looked back up. They were calling him, and then the camera panned out, or faded out to a different screen. So I was like, was that Pete Dunne? And did I hear them call him Butch? Is that real? And then he came out, and I was like, motherfucker, they called him Butch.
It was universal too, and it's not complaining. It was universal with everybody. I thought when I went on Twitter and saw that, it was like Sean Ross, Denise, all the people who cover Raz, everyone was just yeah, we're all. It was once where everyone was actually in agreement. I thought with it because it's just again, I've been saying this so much this week. What are we doing here? Why are we doing this nonstop? Michael Cole's gonna act like he didn't call Pete Dunne during tournaments and Pete Dunne was a champion in your company. They've done it a lot with people, but this is I don't get it. And it's sometimes you're comfortable with things that happen. When Roman Reigns got his new music, originally I was like, it's kind of stupid. I'm a I love, but it's after you hear it a couple times, you're like, yeah. And it's I don't know, Butch. After we've known this guy for how long now? That's
another thing. I think it shows that there's nobody is safe from getting their name changed. I just because Pete Dunne's been with the company for so long,
it's just
if Ciampa makes a transition to the main roster permanently, I'm afraid what they're gonna call him.
Dude, he's fucking Stallion Pete. That was the best that he wanted the other Riddle on Friday night. See that he's tweeted quote tweeted it Stallion Butch. I was just all right, yes, thank you, Riddle.
I also don't want this to hinder the talent that Pete Dunne has. I don't want it to stop me from enjoying Pete Dunne matches because I will enjoy Pete Dunne matches. I don't even hate him being with Sheamus and Ridge Holland as
it's awesome. Just
Green Street Hooligans right now, I think
it's great
it at all.
I think it fits I love the group.
I don't hate his
setting up with New Day. I love the thinking of all of it. It's just perfect. What New Day is nothing. Woods is coming back. Big E. We're gonna do this. That's the Butch name though. Regardless, I'm sorry.
It's
Ridge, Sheamus. I guess you gotta have one name.
It's and at this point you laugh. You just laugh at it.
Yeah. Is he Ridge Holland? Does he have Ridge Holland?
He might be just Ridge.
No, I think he might still because that soon enough, that's gonna be
might be just Holland. Might be just Ridge. Might be
why
just
is it not
after Friday? I don't know.
Why is it not done?
I don't know. But it's Butch, and I'm gonna try and let it not ruin my viewing experience of him. But
I guess I mean it's just
that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with it. And maybe
discussing it and
sometime down the line, when he becomes big and he beats the shit out of Sheamus and Ridge, be like, hey, I'm not Butch. I'm Pete Dunne, the
Yeah, but we
fucking
keep thinking that's going to
bruiserweight.
happen. We keep thinking Piper Niven's going to be coming back, but she's Dewdrop, and I love Dewdrop. It's a great name now. Like, so there's certain examples of it where I think I can see where they're coming from if it's marketable. Like, I always try to look at it from those. Like, I try to play devil's advocate with everything and see it. And if I can see it from another side or another perspective, I will accept the thinking and the rationality of it. But if I can't, I will rant about it. But in this one, I do get, like, maybe they're trying the one name selling. Hey, whatever. I just, again, it's like what I go back to the WWE 2K stuff with my roster being out of date. It's just like I have a very weird, like, I want things. I know who he is. You're saying I'm stupid. Is that what you're saying to me? Because you've been doing it for years, and I continue watching, so you can keep doing it. It's fine, but I'm gonna say something about it. I'm allowed to say something about it.
Look, I think you need to get off I think you need to give 2K a little bit of a break here. All right, they were in a tough situation, and what's helped me is that I went into it knowing that my roster was going to be out of date, and it softened the blow a little bit. Okay,
but the people that they're making now. You sent me right before. There's so many good ones.
Oh yeah, that video I showed you. There's a Danhausen one. I think you'll really appreciate.
I have that one. I believe there was one originally that was not good. The render was bad. Everything about it was bad. I have one now that is fantastic with the GTS, and I had him wrestle Jericho and beat him, and it was so much fun. I have not wrestled with my Orange Cassidy yet. I think I wrestled with I haven't done much, dude. I wrestled with Corbin for a while when I got the game. I instantly did
amount of times.
I did universe mode with Corbin and won the IC title and was having I just did that for a while and I was having a ball with it. So and then I tried the GM mode and they give you 3 matches, the book, and I was always getting outbooked I had a killer draft. But then it's so hard to book a show with just tag matches. They want you to put promos. It's very weird. The universe, that weird. No, what is that? The my GM mode? That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was when my GM was a thing back SmackDown versus Raw days. I sucked at it. I was not good at it. I would always run out of money, and my stars would leave my show, and I would end up having Jimmy Wang Yang versus Yoshi.
Does that happen? Why doesn't people show up if you pick the whole roster to draft from, and then you start a draft? Sometimes Roman Reigns wasn't there when the draft started, and I was like, why isn't he part of the draft pool? There wasn't everybody available.
I don't know why that would be.
And then I did it again, and then he was involved, but then Seth wasn't involved in it. And I was like, wait, you can't draft Rollins? Why not?
Are you sure
why
that
can't I draft Cody? Cody's
Are you sure he wasn't drafted
No, it was I had the first pick in the draft. Shenanigans. There's some shenanigans in this game.
Does not feel good. Does not feel good, I'm sure.
But I'm looking forward to continuing my Topher McCann. I believe I'm El Numero Uno, Christopher. That's because they don't have McCann. You can't say McCann. And I didn't want to be El Jefe because that's Cass. So El Numero Uno sounded cool, especially because I'm not Spanish.
I took my middle name, Thomas. I put my first name after Thomas, and I added an S on there. Thomas Michaels. That's me.
I'm Christopher Michael, so I could do that. There's also Christopherson, and that's pretty cool, actually. I was thinking about just going as Christopherson in WWE and myself, but I think maybe I'll do that when I go to the main roster and make it more real life.
We're
changing your name.
I just had a match with with Shawn Michaels, and I was like, oh my god, a father-son one-on-one match. This is way better than Ray versus Dominic.
It was so stupid in the My Rise mode. It's like there's no way that Shawn Michaels would be involved in like a 6-man tag match with Road Dogg and X-Pac. Like, just no one watching.
I appreciate the effort
there. So I saw someone tweet that they're like, I didn't know Road Dogg was gonna go so hard and give me like a crossbody off the top rope to the outside. It's fun seeing on Twitter, just seeing like people's creations and people's reactions, and it's getting a lot of positive reviews. I mean, I think just some of the custom stuff maybe makes some things, but I love the grapple system. I kind of like the button smashing
aspect. I've grown to love it. I've been begging for button smashing back for years.
Because they give you what you can do, but it's like, all right, you can grapple, then you can hit square and do a combo. You can grapple and hit X and do a combo. You can grapple and then hit circle and toss them. You can also, I haven't done a rumble yet.
Me neither. I'm afraid to.
Yeah, because if I do a rumble, I'm gonna fucking do a rumble until I win it. So, and none of that, like, you get tossed out and then you control the next person. That's cheating. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to be Topher McCann and run out, and my Twitter handle needs to be underneath there. jaBROni's t-shirt.
You know what I haven't figured out, like, how to like pick somebody up and like carry them over to like the edge of something and toss.
It caught you in the beginning.
I know, like, I know it shows me, and I like that's like the one thing
I forget too. And I look back, you like grapple them, and then it makes you pick them up, and then you can walk around, and then you hit like circle or R1, and it tosses them.
Because I just had a cell match with Big E, and I wanted to throw him off of it. I
haven't done that yet.
I've been in the backstage area, and I want to toss them off of things. Like
I haven't done much.
Yeah, you have to do so much. It's so fun.
I've wrestled with Corbin a million times. I wrestled with Roman once. I think with Brock. Couldn't do the F5 though.
Really?
His finishers like the Kimura it kept doing.
You have to like, so like, if I think I had that problem. Because I think Brock is the one I've
Roman's used. Like that too, I think.
You have to like watch how long you hold in R2 when you hit the X button, like when you do the finisher. Like I think if you tap R2 and X at the same time,
that's what it tells you to do. For a charged
finish. I think it's like, I literally just think you just tap it and you'll hit the F5. Because if you do this and then hit X, I think you're gonna go for the Kimura lock, whether it's a charge finisher or not.
Do it together. I thought I was doing that.
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
That's all I've tried. I mean,
I've hit the F5 maybe twice.
I remember I like got him up and hit it, and he did the Kimura, and I was like, well, I wasn't expecting that. And I think with Roman was the same. Was I doing? What's his signature? Is it
his signature is Superman? Yes.
So you have to like. Does he just stand there and jump in the air and do that? Because that's stupid. Yeah. Because I remember I think I did it and run it.
You can either do that or you can run and you can
run. But I think you can do it where you're just there and he goes up.
Yeah, you can absolutely do it where he just jumps.
Stupid. But I remember I was like bouncing off the ropes and then did it. But then I think his finisher was also the Kimura.
No, he has
the guillotine.
Yeah, he has the spear where you have to be in the corner for it, and then he has the guillotine.
He does the ooh in the corner.
No, he doesn't. He might. I don't know. I didn't.
Does he have the opponent has to be in the corner?
He has to be in the corner. Like the guy has to be down, and you have to be in the corner.
And you have to like call him up.
No, I don't think so. No, you can just have to. You can just go in the corner and hit the John, and you'll be good to go.
Oh, and it sets it up and runs and spear.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Like Rollins, like when they're on the ground.
I don't like it though. I don't like the Reigns spear though because all the finishers have a pinning combo, right? Like you can pin after a lot of them, and this one you hit the spear. He gets up on one knee, looks around like he's like, yeah, I just fucking hit him with a spear. Meanwhile, this guy is recovering from a spear, and you can't interrupt that animation either. You can't interrupt it. So you have to wait till he gets up on his feet and then pin him. So
Roman doesn't think that's a finisher, so you can't. He doesn't want you to end the match on that. I have like hit a finisher and then like tried to pin them, but like picked them up and then just like elbowed them in the face and then pinned them and got the 3 count. And I was like, oh man, could you imagine if that happened in a match? That would be so fucking stupid. Just hit your finisher, pick them up, 1 elbow, and then pin them. Like your finisher's an elbow? You suck, dude.
Someone just made the great Kali in the game. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's exciting. I like getting back into the I haven't played video games in a while. I've been playing golf just the past month or 2 since I got back into it, but I was excited to download it and now I'm having fun with. The only thing is I just want them to fix the bugs with the getting crashing and stuff when you're downloading like people's creations. And besides that, I like it. It's fun. I don't like how like Alexa Bliss is in My Rise and then you can't have her in the game. I don't like how your My Rise character. I don't like how the character I created I couldn't upload into My Rise. Like it starts off with you in filming in the PC. You never see yourself. So why can't when she's like, all right, create your stuff, you just can't click upload and upload someone you've already
wish, man. I wish you could do
a lot of work. That's the only thing. It's like you get this game and you spend so much time either downloading it like Call of Duty and shit. I feel like you don't have to wait that. Like you just get in and start battling and stuff. Like with this, you gotta like I had to make my dude 17,000 times and one face looked challenged, and then I had to take another selfie and upload it, and it's I don't know why the people when you put the face portraits on they blink. Like we're trying to put our faces over somebody else. Why does the custom image sit in there blinking every 3 seconds going stop blinking, I'm trying to put my face on your face. I'm going in like that's like part of my jaBROni the Week chant probably besides one other thing, but that's part of it. Are we at that point almost? Because I can.
Yeah.
All right, because we're gonna do it, and then I'll get into it.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
jaBROni of the Week, and I'm gonna continue on my. That's just stupid. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. And I'm gonna turn it now into there's this guy, and it was on Twitter, and he came at the jaBROni's Twitter handle. I retweeted stuff saying that where's Matt? I think I kept tagging him too. Where's Madcap Moss? And it was about being in the game, saying that he wasn't a character. And there's like there's packet. They leaked the DLCs coming out, and the one's like clowning around one, and I'm like, how the fuck is Madcap Moss not on the clowning around DLC? How's McAfee not in that? Are you what are we doing here?
It's a pretty bad DLC.
Pat McAfee's wrestled in your company. He wrestled for years. It's been years now. How is he not in the clowning round? And then Madcap Moss, the guy who does jokes, who's been in every entrance of Happy Corbin all the way through this gimmick. He's been around. Corbin has that entrance. Where's Madcap? It's not that hard. I already have his face ready to go. I'm ready to upload it into my download superstars, but I can't because my game crashes for now. But as soon as it's fixed, I can upload his face on there and make it even better for the whole WWE universe. And we'll have Madcap's face right in the game. But anyway, I digress. We go back to somebody making fun of Madcap Moss, but he's not in the game. Let's go. I'm going to find it. Give me 1 second just to scroll here because here we go. Here we go. So this guy, it's I'll give him at W Games the underscore news, wrestling games news and rumors. He put out the packs that got leaked, and the clowning around pack has Rick Boogs. This is ridiculous. I cannot. Ronda Rousey's in clowning around. That doesn't even fucking make any sense.
Yeah, it's a big clown.
Again, I keep digressing. He put, here's the DLC. I quote tweeted it. I repeat, where the fuck is Madcap Moss? He then he quote tweeted what I said and put blowing Corbin. Whoa. That's a cardinal, a mortal, a venial sin. All the sins combined. That's all the sins. But then he kind of just, I asked him to prove it.
I'm reading along with you right now.
He put no proof needed. And then I booed him and he said nothing else. So obviously I won that argument. As soon as I said prove it and he said no proof needed, I already knew I won this Twitter beef. It was quick. It was nothing, honestly. But he instantly becomes jaBROni of the week for trying to even come at our boy Riddick Moss, Madcap Moss. How dare you? He is associated with Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin. It was just funny. It was child's play, honestly. It was playing at recess in the kindergarten yard, and your little wrestling news website, whatever, with your breaking news about WWE 2K22 making fun of Madcap. You're a jaBROni of the week, and it was pretty easy work, actually, too. Thank you. All right, blood pressure's down. Sorry, it wasn't really him that got. I mean, it just you disrespect our boy. You're gonna get come at.
All right, I could go one of three ways here.
Oh, this is like the game. Choose your path.
Yeah. I'm going to go all three ways.
Ooh, three-way.
Yeah. Technically a four-way. But
I like this.
Number one. I don't think I've ever done this before. Three of them. Number one. Philadelphia Phillies. Re-signing Odubel Herrera. You're dumb. Number two. Sammy Guevara. Look, bro. I know I said something nice about you, but I keep looking at this picture of you and your girl, wherever the fuck you guys are. You're bricked up in the picture. Look, appreciate it, but like I can't stop staring at it. So like, chill, all right? Fucking weird.
You talking about his shorty short?
Yeah, his shorty short shorts with his dick bulge. It's fucking wild, man. I don't mind the picture. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my god, stop talking about sex and stuff. But like, dude, you're making me look at your dick, all right?
They're embracing it. Like
they're embracing it. Hey, like I said in the tweet, honestly, I'd be taking pictures all bricked up too.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
I would appreciate being on this side of it, you know,
all day with Tay Conti.
Yes,
everywhere, all day.
And number three, this is the one that really is, you know, the jaBROni of the week,
the main event.
I meant to start a Twitter beef with this person, but I didn't because, you know, it's an AEW mark. So there's no winning those arguments.
A stan?
Yeah, I guess. I tweeted last week. I guess it was Friday. Or maybe when he was interviewed on Dynamite, Swerve Scott. I think it was he was interviewing with Tony when they announced that he was debuting in the ring on Rampage. And I tweeted out, Swerve pushed immediately to the B show, which is Rampage.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Some guy who is wearing a mask, sort of like a bandana as a mask, MYK. He's one of the few people on Twitter who has less followers than me. Says Dude, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. I think you're watching the wrong show. To which I didn't reply. I thought I'd wait. Give him some clout right here on the jaBROnis. Rampage this week did 525,000 viewers. It's like nothing. Keith Lee has wrestled mostly on Rampage, I feel like. I don't remember seeing him on Dynamite. I could be wrong. All of these new signings have been featured on Rampage. A lot. And now I'm not saying they haven't been featured on Dynamite, but the fact that they're pushing all of these to Rampage is, I think, very telling of what their situation is. And the fact that they are putting them on a show that is not doing dog shit in ratings compared to other wrestling shows of the week. And I know I'm not a ratings guy. I hate people talking about ratings. But if you're going to say that Rampage is not the B show compared to Dynamite, and I don't count Dark, Elevation because they're not on TV. Talk about TV. Swerve Scott has been put on the B show. I think he is going to be a mainstay on the B show, unfortunately. And so, you calling me out was kind of fucked up. Okay? I'm just saying. But, yeah, just fuck off. So, MYK, I am not watching the wrong show. In fact, I am watching that show not one bit, actually. It's funny you mentioned. I'm not watching Rampage at all. I hardly watch Dynamite. So I'm not watching the wrong show. In fact, I am watching the right show. And the right shows are at 8 o'clock on Mondays and Fridays. And the B shows are on at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays and 10 o'clock on Fridays.
Wait.
WWE #1.
It's Tuesday at 8 o'clock, right?
No, man, that's the Z show.
Oh shit!
That's the Z.
Dolph Ziggler's NXT champion.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
Show the world, he's here to show the world. Come on.
Oh wait, hold on. Another star could be set to undergo a name change.
It's Ziggler. It's just Ziggler now. Watch what I say, better watch what I do. Every minute. I don't like your face. That's shit.
So all right. So
what the fuck?
I'm getting this from
just
Russell.
Seth now.
I'm getting this from Russell Talk, who got it from Fightful Select. Okay. An update has emerged on the WWE status of Elias and potential plans for his return to TV.
Rod's our boy. He's part of our boy crew.
The report noted that a name change has been pitched with the suggested name currently unknown.
No, why?
I mean, there's nothing else that really says anything.
Oh no, I really thought that they were gonna name him unknown for a second because they
No.
like that. All right, we're good. All right, he
has a Raw return tentatively planned. However, a WWE source reportedly told them that this doesn't really mean anything until firm plans are set. So that sounds like after Mania type deal.
Oh no, dude, he needs to have a concert at Mania, but he can't have concerts anymore because he buried the guitar. But are we supposed to remember that?
Elias is dead.
Yeah, so is he Sam? Oh no, he's gonna be.
Sad day. I did something.
Butch, is he gonna be? Oh, they can't call him Butch. They've already done that.
I don't
Lamp?
know.
Can they call him Lamp? Chair? Television?
Could.
Crate? Microphone stand. Marijuana. Oh my God, there's so many names they could call him. Oh boy. All right. What else? Anything else we got to get into?
There was something. I just completely forget because I was like, oh my God, we didn't talk about this, but then I forgot.
We ran through a lot actually, and things we forgot.
Something else happened on SmackDown, I think.
Obviously, I forget.
That I felt like
SmackDown.
Talk about. I think it was a SmackDown thing.
I watched SmackDown, but I remember Big E getting hurt. Brock chased after Paul Heyman. I'm remembering. I
guess nothing really happened. I don't know.
How the show end? I remember ending and being like, "Oh."
It was Zayn and Ricochet main evented, and then they did the Rousey and Flair fight in the parking lot.
Okay.
That wasn't no.
Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn also. I love the stuff that they're doing to build their Mania match. Stupid but simple. I think it works. Great. I saw one of the I think Grapsody dudes talking shit on. He like quote tweeted one of the like who are you excited for? And it was like McAfee, Logan Paul, and Johnny Knoxville. And he like quote tweeted it was like none of them. And I was just like, all right, like I get it the other ones, but it's like, dude, you cannot shit on Pat McAfee, dude. Like the dude literally put in the work and literally wrestled a one-on-one match in front of nobody, which was a banger with Adam Cole, then was in a War Games match, has his own wrestling ring training where you're going to talk shit on that. Like, and again, Logan Paul too. Like I'm not going to talk any shit on Logan Paul whatsoever until I see like, yo, the dude come out and wrestle like fucking Bad Bunny did and put on or McAfee, the same thing. Like Johnny Knoxville, the same way. Like I'm not going to. I think that's the entertainment aspect of it. I think it's going to be very interesting to see Johnny Knoxville work a match with Sami Zayn. Like I think it's Logan Paul, the same thing. Just I don't know. I just think that's all the negativity towards it. I'm trying to look at the positive because the card for Mania to me does not look that sexy. So I'm trying to.
It does not look sexy. It does.
I'm trying to give it a like. All right, like it's interesting, but I'm very excited. Like the McAfee match is one of the matches I'm actually looking forward to, out of most of them. So to quote tweet and be like, and see someone say like none. I'm like, okay, okay.
I just think. If there's one thing I've learned experiencing this, focusing my Twitter on a lot of wrestling stuff, there's one thing I've learned from it all, and it's that everything's not for everybody, you know? Yeah. And a lot of people choose to express that. No matter how wild and crazy it is, no matter how biased it may seem. And a lot of it's real fucking biased. And I would like to say I'm pretty bad. Not gonna lie. I don't hide my biasness towards WWE. But if AEW does something I like, I make it known. Whereas if a lot of people on Twitter, and a lot of people specifically, see that WWE did something better or did something really good, they'll nitpick it and just talk about the negative about it. And I think a lot of people do that. The card doesn't look sexy. I am very excited to see Pat McAfee. Moderately excited to see what Johnny Knoxville can do. But I'm sorry, Logan Paul, I hate that whole family.
Yeah, it's again,
as an avid YouTube watcher guy, I've never watched them. I've just watched what I've seen on wrestling and seen on TikTok and whatever my wife tells me about.
It's like
too.
Miz and Logan Paul. It's like, oh, against jaBROni of the years. like this is like our keep away from me match for the most part. But it's like the only interesting aspect of it, honestly, is Logan Paul to me, because it's just like, all right, to see how he like just I don't know. You
I
try
don't
to
even
just
think
look.
like obviously he like this may be wrong, but it's how I feel. I don't think Logan Paul's he's not a draw for me. Obviously, he's a draw for
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh
He
my god, dude, he's not fucking famous or doesn't draw a crowd. I mean, the dude's YouTube famous and he's got the following. So obviously, he is a draw to some people, probably
yes,
teenagers. But
and he's fit. He's athletic. He's like
sure,
not like he's
sure.
someone like Johnny Knoxville. Like you don't know how he can get his body completely, but it's like someone who's athletic and like even the way McAfee's built. You would look at McAfee's like athletic. He was a punter, like, but you wouldn't think like when you see him, you wouldn't have been expecting him to being like doing swantons off the top rope onto like 8 people, and you know what I mean? So it's like I always give like I'm not gonna shit on Logan Paul because like I like I said it before, I take that like I see it makes sense business wise. He's a bigger draw on this card than honestly the eyeballs that he alone can get on WrestleMania. I think is alone with just him by himself. That's a lot of eyeballs because he is very, very, very popular, and he's been popular for a very long time. And so is his brother. And you got people like Brock Lesnar and stuff giving love to the Paul brothers. So I don't know. I think it's good business.
Sure, it's good business, but I
Very
mean,
good business. I think Jay should be there
I
too.
think they're not
I
only
think they
tool
both should
bag,
be there.
whole tool shed. That's a bathroom break match. That's a bathroom break match. It's a bathroom break match. Like, and it's like, do I root for the fucking tool bag, or do I root for the jabronis of the year?
Yeah, that's a rough one. I'm not looking forward to pick that one.
Like, I'm leaning towards the jabron. Like, I want the jabronis to win, and if they don't win, that might put them in the running for jabroni of the year another time.
I
So, like,
know. It's a rough day. And then what are we doing here? I mean,
and it's like another thing. Like, I don't like. There's 3. All right, if you want to count McAfee, there's 3 celebrities participating currently. What do you do? Do you think all 3 lose? I don't. Or win. I think one of them has to lose.
I think McAfee needs to win. I think McAfee's the
McAfee?
one that like makes sense to win because it can continue Austin Theory's like storyline of like Vince McMahon still like you lost it, like, and you can continue with that. I don't know. I feel like that's the only one that, but again, that could be very biased.
Agreed. I mean, I think
Sami
McAfee
Zayn wins.
wins.
I think.
You think Zayn wins?
I think so. I mean, unless they do, you know, like WrestleMania with they do some like kind of like again, I can't say that because Jackass, they do some crazy Jackass stunt. Knoxville wins. I mean, it's the same. Like
Logan Paul is more susceptible to the loss, but at the same time, I don't know.
Like the Miz with Shane Mack, like doing the thing off the top rope, and then Shane gets the like the other person gets the cover. Like one person does something crazy, the other person gets the win. Like I don't know. That's the McAfee one though. I don't know. I feel like McAfee's the right choice to win that match. I feel like I'm definitely picking. All right. I guess we will be returning this weekend to talk about what has happened or what has not happened, or I don't know. You never know. With the way things are going, we could be on here emergency episode during the week. We're gonna get the 2K stuff figured out. We're gonna be hopefully doing the Twitch stuff soon, and I don't know. Go click on the info below. Go to the merch store. Check out some t-shirts. Oh, that's what I wanted to upload because it's about to be 316 day. I wanted to put up we're going to have them available and they'll be there all the time, but we're going to be putting up the jaBROnis 316 t-shirt. So if you're interested, they will be available on the merch link that you see in all the episodes. So you can get a jaBROnis 316 t-shirt. Oh, hell yeah. And you can also search for Topher McCann or the jaBROnis on WWE 2K22 and download me, and you can play as me, your beautiful jaBROni world champion. I don't have the title. I didn't do that, but
You
I'm
need
there.
to show me how you did you put your face on it, or like did you just create your face?
No, I took a picture of my face like a selfie.
You
and
need
then
to show
put it
me
on
how
there.
to do that. You need to
It
like.
didn't look great. One of them looks good. The one I sent you looks good. The one I made for my ride looks like challenged, like weird. But yeah, and I uploaded our logo and then like got rid of the black background and it just put the logo on a black t-shirt, threw it on there. I was like, wow, this is cool. Threw some jeans on.
You're gonna have to give me all those details.
Yeah, the title, dude. Uploaded the title. I wish that's how we got the original title made because this doesn't have any engraving on it. It's just like printed on it somehow, which I'm not happy about. But this, like, you put the logo on and then you can embed it and make it look like it's popping out and still give it like the body slam has the blue and orange to it. Like, I was like, this is how I wish I could have created it when we ordered it. And it looked like that. So that looks cool. So yeah, we'll have to. We're gonna be having 2K matches for the jaBROni World Championship in the digital world.
Super.
And then yeah, that's about it. Madcap jaBROni, Happy jaBROni on Twitter, jaBROnis Pod on Twitter, Spotify, iTunes, all of that. You can go like, subscribe, leave a comment, and whatnot. And I don't know. We'll be back next week, or kind of like at the end of the week. Or I don't know. Probably if Cody shows up, maybe like tomorrow. I don't know. Things could happen. Until then, jaBROnis. Ow.
jaBROni, jaBRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.